Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Chatting Blues. Before we get into tonight's episode, could you do me a massive favour? Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and leave a comment in the comment section. Obviously, this is live, so I'm hoping my internet holds out. It has been a bit dodgy tonight for some reason, so get your comments in below. And just how you're feeling. I haven't done a video. Seems like ages ago since I've done a video. I think it's been about. I think I've done one just before the Watford game and I haven't done one since. So it's been a little while, and typical Blues, like a lot has changed, and for the good. If I'm being honest, I came out of that ground after the Watford game just thinking, this is done. I couldn't see where we was going to score a goal. Admittedly, we looked a lot. We looked a lot better than we did against Middlesbrough and Millwall, but still struggling. And I was just thinking, what are we going to do here? Do you know what I mean? And fair play to the board, because I'm not Gary Cook's biggest fan, but look, they've come in and they've brought Rowett in, man, and for me that was the ideal choice. You know what I mean? They could have let it run, and we could be now going into this weekend's fixtures. With Mark Venus in charge, and it's nothing that I've got nothing against Mark Venus, but listen, I'm sorry, but we was going down under Mark Venus. He's not a number one. We was proper missing Tony Mowbray. So hats off to Gary Cook and the ownership for bringing in Gary Rowett. And it's mad, in it, because I was just having a look at his record. I've got it up here. I hope you can see this. Double check, yeah. Because I remember when Rowett came in and we just lost 8-0 to Bournemouth. And then the following game, we drew 0-0 at Wolves away. I remember that game. And I remember his last game as well. He shored things up. And, we went on to have an half-decent season. And I remember his last game as well. We beat Ipswich. I think it was 2-1 or 2-0. And we was in fourth. I can't remember if we was in fourth or sixth place. And I remember going into work the next day. I was doing some voluntary at this college. And I remember going in and hearing he'd been sacked. And this was under the Chinese. I think it was the Chinese's first season. And just thinking, what the hell are we doing? Do you know what I mean? And just really gutted, and it's nice to see him back. Let me know in the comments, man, how you feeling, because some people are a little bit sore about him coming back because of the comments he made. I think when he was at Stoke, he made some comments about our fans or something. But listen, I just think he's the man what can keep us up, and I'm a lot more relieved now, and I think we can stay up with Gary Rowett. He's brought Paul Robinson in, and another fellow. His name, kind of I forgot his name, Mark Colin or something like that. But listen, when he left Blues, we'll just have a quick look at his managerial record. He went to Derby, played, managed them for 60 games, getting a 1.60 points per game, which is decent. It's kind of like mid-table, same as Blues. You got a 1.49. That's mid-table material. Stoke, he went to Stoke, and listen, no manager's done good at Stoke in the last 5, 6, 7 years. Do you know what I mean? He was there for 29 games, picking up a 1.34 per game, points per game. And then he spends a good 4 years at Millwall. Do you know what I mean? And just consolidated them. It's a Millwall ain't got a lot of dough, and it was one of them where it was like with Millwall, your first aim's to stay up, and then kind of anything better than that is towards the end, last season they was challenging for playoffs. Do you know what I mean? So a really kind of like pragmatic manager who I think, like I said, we need at this moment in time. Right, give me 1 second, lads. So yeah, what I'm gonna do, just let me quickly just sort this out. Is I'm gonna jump to QPR now, because we've got QPR Friday, and then we go to then we've got Preston North End at home on the Monday, and we're looking at. Listen, if it was like if it was a couple of weeks ago, I'd have had us down as a defeat for this game. I'm a lot more positive. I think we can go there, and I think we can pick up a point. I really do. I think we can. I think we can pick up a point, and we'll look at QPR's recent results actually. So they drew 0-0 against Sunderland on Saturday before we broke up. They lost at home to Middlesbrough 2-0. I know Middlesbrough are picking up some form. They had I watched this game actually. It was on the Friday night, weren't it, on Sky, and they looked absolutely amazing. I don't know how West Brom stayed in this game. Do you know what I mean? They really should have won that game. Previous to that, I mean, this was an unbelievable result as well. And this is kind of where I looked at QPR and thought, Jesus Christ, these have got a chance of staying up. Do you know what I mean? When they beat Leicester 2-1, not many teams go to Leicester and even pick up a point, let alone win 2-1. And then previous to that, winning against Rotherham 2-1, away to Bristol City 1-0, and look, we'll go through Blues' fixtures actually in a minute. Give me 1 second. We'll go through Blues' fixtures 1 second. Sorry, I'm just having some trouble with this. 1 sec. 1 sec, guys. Sorry. Sorry, yeah, 1 sec. Stop screen, yeah. Sorry, yeah. Right, let's have a look at our fixtures then. Let's have a look at our fixtures, man. Because now we've let me just get our fixtures up. Sorry, so I feel really rusty, man. I ain't done a video for ages. Get your comments in the comment section, and I'll read them out in 1 second. Let's have a look at our fixtures. I mean, look at this, man. We only scored a goal in 3 games. So Queen's Park Rangers on Friday. Rabbit's first game. I can see it being. We'll get to a lineup in a minute. I can see it being really tight. Look, I don't think we're going to go there and win. Like I said, I think we're going to pick up a point. I'm going to go for QPR 2, Blues 2. Again, let me know in the comments your predictions. Sorry, somebody should put me off there. Yeah. So and then obviously on Monday we got Blues versus Preston. Look, we never do well against Preston at home, man. They're just one of them teams, what are like bogey teams. Do you know what I mean? And if we can pick up points at QPR and get a win against Preston, his first home game. Hopefully the crowd's going to get behind him. Do you know what I mean? And we're going to go on and win that. So I fancy us to win 2-1. And Leicester, I just think Leicester's just asking a bit too much. I really do. Leicester away, I think it's asking too much. So I'm going to go for Leicester 2, Blues 0. And then on the Wednesday, we're at home to Cardiff. And look, we've got to be looking. I mean, Rowett will earmarked these games as potential wins, and you've got to be looking at Cardiff at home and picking up 3 points. And I can't see why we can't. And I'm going to go for Blues 1, Cardiff 0. So that's 3, 6, 7 points so far. Now look, Blues Coventry. We always end up 0-0, and it's a kind of like it's a result. I'd be pretty all right with, if I'm being honest. Coventry are flying at the moment, so a draw at home to Coventry, I'll be pleased with. And then Rotherham, nothing to play for, which can always be tricky as well. Nothing to play for, but you look at that as 3 points as well. And then Huddersfield away, they're down there with us. If we can pick a point up there, say 1-1, and then it goes to I think it's going to come to the last game of the season. I really do. And it's Blues versus Norwich. And I'm going to go for a point there as well. Just let me add these up. That's 1, 2, 4, 5, 5, 8, 8, 11. That's 12 points. That's 12 points. Okay, let me have a quick look at the table. 1 second, sorry lads. Table. 12 points, which would leave us on 50, 10, 49, 50, 51 points. I think that'll be enough to kind of stay up, that will. And I really do think we'll stay up now. Rowett's kind of in charge. And I was kind of like thinking about the formation, and how it, Rowett's basically a 4-2-3-1. He's 4-2-3-1. He has been known to play like the three at the back with the wing backs, but I think he'll go 4-2-3-1 with Blues. And this is not me. Like I think this is what he will pick. Do you know what I mean? Because we've got players. We've got players like Jordan James, Pake, Bakuna are all out on international duty. So he's kind of limited in terms of he's not seen much of them. Do you know what I mean? So I'll be surprised. I think he might put James in, if I'm being honest. But yeah, obviously Ruddy in goal, Leder's right back. Sanderson, I think, will come back in as captain. Been really good to see Sanderson back, actually. I know. Like Rowett's are very similar managers to Eustace, so I'd imagine Sanderson will warm to Robbo and Rowett, alongside Ayew. I know Ayew messed up for that goal against Watford, but listen, we've got really no other options. Do you know what I mean? Other than putting Drama in there or Buchanan, moving Drama over to left back. But that's the way I'll keep it, and I think this is the way Gary will go. And Buchanan left back, and then James and Sunjic in the middle. I think Sunjic had an okay game against Watford. Didn't really put a foot wrong. Do you know what I mean? He's really good, obviously really good at breaking up play. And I think he starts for me. I think James starts as well. He can be the one that picks the ball up, drives forward, gets it out to. Let's hope, fingers crossed, Dembele is back. I'm not really having this foot injury, this toe injury. I remember they came out and said it against for Kevin Long, a foot injury. Do you know what I mean? I'm not really having it. I just think he was out of favour. So I'd hope to see Dembele back out on this left. Out wide, kind of cutting in. And I know everyone's going to go wild about this, but I think he's going to pick Hogan. I think you're going to see Hogan up front. Up top with Stansfield kind of behind him, sort of like dwarfing into a 4-2-2, if you like. Do you know what I mean? And and the thing is, like, Stansfield's so isolated. But he's been so isolated in the last 3 or 4 games that maybe we need 2 strikers up. Do you know what I mean? Hogan's not my favourite striker, but I'd probably pick Hogan over Roberts, if I'm being honest. Do you know what I mean? And then Miyoshi out on the right, wide right. Just get the balls into the box and kind of keep it tight at the back. And yeah, man, we'll just see how it goes. Right, we'll just get into some comments in, lads. Sorry, the computer's been playing up, and I've been trying to get to the comments, and then it's been going off because of the internet. So let's get into some comments. Emza King is all a long time subscriber of mine. Right, let's have a look. And he carries the owner's request, like I said. No one knows whose choice it was. We're just pointing the finger personally. Sorry, have I gone to... Sorry. Right, let's start from the beginning. I've had a dodgy connection tonight. I don't know what it is, man. I don't know what it is with the internet tonight. Happy we got Rowett back. I think we will stay up. Yeah, mate, definitely, man. I'm like, to be honest, mate, like I didn't even think that the board would have the balls to employ another manager, if I'm being honest. So I'm really, really pleased, like you, that Rowett's back. Eager to hear your views on it. Yeah, like you've just heard my views on it, mate. Like I'm absolutely kind of I wouldn't say ecstatic, but look, for me, we was going down, unfortunately, under Venus. You know, with Mowbray, it's an unfortunate thing to happen, but I just think we were sleepwalking into relegation. Hi, Lee. Yeah, I'm doing all right, mate. Not too bad. I haven't done a video for 9 days, mate, and my internet's playing up, and I'm a bit all over the gaff tonight. So yeah, bear with me. Big game for Gary Friday. Fingers crossed. Yeah, man, massive game, mate. I think it's definitely a we can't lose it. It's a must not lose game. Paul, if Mowbray resigns due to health problems, would you keep Rowett? Potentially, Paul, yeah, potentially. I mean, look, if Rowett keeps us up, everyone's going to be on a high. You're going to see kind of scenes at the. I reckon it's good to the last game, Paul. You're going to see scenes at the last game of the season. Kind of the players are going to be on board, and I think if Mowbray's not fit for the start of the season, they will start with Rowett. However, if I had a choice over it, I would like to see it start with Mowbray, if I'm being honest, mate. Emza Cook is massive for our club. We need him. I don't get the hate for him at all. Look, mate, I don't hate him, I suppose it was a decision to sack Eustace and employ Rooney, which got really kind of rolled me up. Employ his mate. Do you know what I mean? When anyone with a little anyone with any football intelligence knew that was going to fail. It's not really hate, mate. It's just what a daft decision. But he's for me, he's made it up with getting Tony Mowbray in. He's also made it up with getting Rowett in. Do you know what I mean? And it's okay to make mistakes. Do you know what I mean? It is okay to make mistakes as long as you learn from them. And I think he has learned from them. Gary Rowett can save us. Just need a reaction from the players. Yeah, I totally agree, Bruce Sumley. It is down to the players again and how they're going to react to it. And looking at the training videos, I know they're only little clippets, but listen, I think it's just going to give the whole place a lift. I really do, man. Agree with you 100% from Lee. Paul. I don't forgive Gary Cook. He's totally to blame for this position we're in. Yeah, and that's my take on it, Paul. We didn't need to be in this position, and like I just said, make a mistake, yeah, but learn from it, and let's just hope he's learned from it because he's replaceable, Gary Cook. It's Wagner's who's a main man for me. Do you know what I mean? But again, we don't really want to be rocking the boat in terms of ownership and stuff like that. But again, if Gary Cook was a man what brought Rowett in, then hats off to Gary. But the decision to sack Eustace and then to employ Rooney, and my long term viewers and subscribers know my view on this situation with Eustace and Rooney. So. Yeah, because he sacked John Eustace when we were sick. You're having a conversation. Emza, that was his choice. He was also a massive part of why Wagner brought the club. Should we get ratings for that? Surely. Silly decision to bring Rooney in. Cook cannot be forgiven for that if we go down, and this is the thing. It's kind of it's split the fan base a little bit, hasn't it, lads? Do you know what I mean? Like people, like Ems is saying, we've got to get behind Cook no matter what. And there's other people like myself saying he shouldn't have done that. But without risk of repeating myself, make one mistake, mate. Don't make it again. And he hasn't so far. So let's just forget about these Gary Cook lads while we're in the chat. Truth is, no one knows who wanted to get rid of Eustace, so fans are just pointing the finger. Yes, Rooney was a big pal, as you put it, though. He also sacked him, though. Yeah, them's a man. It's one of them, and it's done now, mate, and it's done. It's kind of put us back a year in my eyes, and I'm not bitter about it. I'm not bitter about it at all. I just want to get us back. Listen, we've got brilliant owners now. I just want us to survive this season and get back. Give it a proper good go next season, because they are going to throw dough into this come the summer. Do you know what I mean? Let's not beat around the bush. They're going to throw dough into it. If we're in League One, they ain't going to throw dough into it because like. I hear people saying, "Oh, I think we need to go down to rebuild," and that. Like, this is a worse season to go down. Maybe under the Chinese, it would have been worth going down and seeing what happened. But it's never a good time to get relegated, man. Blues, some lab, Blues 1 QPR now. Yeah, man, I take that, mate, 100%. Lee says if he never sacked Rooney, they would have how to pay down the Blues. Us fans would have made sure of that. Yeah, I think so, Lee. Paul, he's CEO of the club, so he's responsible of running the club, and he carries out the owner's request. Like I said, no one knows whose choice it was. We're just pointing the finger. Personally, I appreciate him for getting our club brought by Wagner and co. Yeah, like, just forget about arguing about it, lads. It's done, man. Because it's done. We're talking about things we can't change now. Let's talk about these last kind of 7-8 games now, because we need to start picking up points regardless. Rowett and Robbo's coming, but we still need to get points. I mean, where's the goals coming from, lads? Let me know in the comments. Where's these goals coming from, man? I've just picked Hogan there to go up front. Like, if we stay up yet again, we will need a clear out, definitely, mate. If we want to play out from the back, we need to buy players who can play the system. This means we have to splash the cash. Yeah, 100%, man. Like I said, no doubt there'll be money spent, and going back to the point that someone made of would you keep Rowett moving into next season? Look, I think Mowbray is a perfect fit for not playing really pragmatic football like maybe Rabbit's known for, but not playing, trying to play like how Rooney was trying to play. He's a bit in the middle. So someone pointed that out in the comments, and I thought that's bang on. That is, he's in the middle. Do you know what I mean? So with Mowbray, he knows when to play out from the back. He won't risk it. And also, he can play pretty football. And I think if you can get the right personnel with a bit of cash, I think Mowbray will be perfect for next season. I really do. I know, yeah, Hogan up front, mad, isn't it? Who else would you put? Like, there's Tyler Roberts, but Tyler Roberts, man. I mean, look, Hogan's a shocker. Look, I'll tell you why I put Hogan. I put Hogan because I think Rowett will put Hogan up front. That's what I think he'll do. Would I put him up front? Hogan or Roberts in it, because you need Stansfield in and around that front too. But yeah, man, I agree. But look, this is what we got to play with, man. And it goes back to where's the goals coming from, lads. Tell me where the goals are coming from, man. We're having a clear out anyway. Ain't there 15 player minimum leaving in the summer? Yeah, I think so, mate. I think there's 12. I think there's 12 out of contract, and half of them, I'll be glad to see the back of them. I really would. I think they've been here far too long. The only one I would kind of, off the top of my head, kind of maybe give another year contract to is maybe Sunjic. Djukovic, I'll give him kind of like I'd love to see him as a coach, a striker coach or something like that, or just in and around the players. I'd like to give him something. I wouldn't like to just send him on his way. I think he's been a really good servant for our club, and he's such a gentleman and a down to earth guy that I think and sensible. Do you know what I mean? He's an older guy. I think he'd be good around the players. we've got to play two up front. Yeah, yeah, I totally agree, Lee. And I think if we had Duke, you know, he's out injured now, isn't he? If we had Duke, I think he would play 4-4-2. Do you know what I mean? 100%. Lump it to Djukovic. You know, let Duke fucking you know, kind of hold it up and let Stansfield kind of you know, run off him and then get them shots in. 100%. If we try to do it on the cheap, we will be in the exactly same position as next year. Yeah, mate, like we will. But I can't see us doing it on the cheap. I really can't. I think this season, this summer is going to be massive for us, and we'll be spending big. You know, hopefully this scouting team, Frank McParland and Gary Gardner, you know, have done their homework, and there's players lined up for this summer. Yeah, Hogan has been talked up in the press this week. I think he will be picked too. We will see if we win on Mapper. Yeah, yeah. I've just got a feeling I'll pick him. Emza, I really do, mate. Yanks meant too much to have money. You've got to have a good team. Got to spend big. Yeah, man. Yeah, yeah. Took balls to get him in. Fair play to the board. Definitely, yeah. Blue Summerlin is confirmed. Tony has been treated for cancer. I did say this, mate. Like I said this a few days after it happened. It's prostate cancer. I haven't seen it in the media anywhere. I just heard that it was prostate cancer, which kind of tied in with the recovery time because you know, I mentioned it before. Simon Jordan had it in there. Simon Jordan was out for something like I think he was out for about 8 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks. You know, so yeah, I haven't seen that in the papers or anything. So, but yeah, massive mistake for sure. I'm not a Rooney fan at all, but I think he was right. The players ain't great at the moment. They're not, mate. They're not great players. Lee saying, let's get Rooney focus on the last 8. Yeah, let's get rid of the Rooney focus and focus on these last 8 games. Yeah, man, I completely agree with that, mate. Definitely we're staying up. Yeah, man. Forwards to QPR, we got this. Yeah, yeah. I think we'll give him a right good game, mate. And you know, would I be happy with a point? Yeah, I'll be happy with a point. I'll be happy with a point with a win against Preston on the Monday. Let's get behind the team. Do you know what I mean? And get the 3 points against Preston. And Ems is saying, hopefully we can start looking dangerous from set plays and corners to this. Yeah, this has been really weak this season. It has, mate. Not only like for us, but against us as well. We've been conceding far too many goals from set plays. It's really been like a typical Blues team. He's solid, you know, hard to break down. We don't concede from corners, you know, we score from corners. And what's happened is this recruitment, because it's been half-assed because we've had 3 different managers, that they've been brought in for different reasons, and it's all a mix and mash at the moment. It's just important that we stay up, man. Totally agree on the Duke striker coach role. Yeah, man. I'd love to see him as a coach role. I really would, mate. Duke's a blue. I'd love to see him remain. We're a bit of a legend. Yeah, yeah. You have to play the players who have scored this season: Stansfield, James, Dembele, Bakuna, Miyoshi. You have to play Hogan because he has scored goals for us in the previous seasons. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I agree with Paul, man. Bakuna's one of them players, man. What just annoys me is he's so hot and cold, you know. And I don't think we'll see him on Saturday. I really don't. Let me just share this with you. Right, let's have a look at QPR. I want to have a look at their last 5. Their home record. Get table. Let's have a look at their home record. Because honest to God, that was absolutely unreal against West Brom a few weeks ago when they drew 2-2. Albion just hung in there. So the second from bottom on home record. Played 19, scored 4. Drew scored 4, won 4, drew 6, lost 9, 21 goals for, 29 against. So yeah, there's definitely. Let's have a look at our away record, man. I bet it's shocking. Second from bottom, our away record. We've won 3 all season. So yeah, there you go, lads, man. There's not much really else I can say on that. Is there any more comments? Lee saying if you watch Hogan, don't start banging them in after, or £20, 20 grand for sitting on the bench is crazy. Get him on the pitch, fingers crossed. Yeah, mate. He's 20 grand a week. Hogan, man. I don't know, Hogan. We're beating QPR and Preston, mate. We'll be safe before last game. Get down, support the guys, make it loud and leery. Yeah, I'll be down there. I want to go to QPR, actually. If anyone's in the watching this now and has got any tickets for sale, 2 adult tickets, inbox me. I'll have them off you. Really slow off the mark for the QPR game, but I'll be there for the game against Preston. Let's hope we can get 3 points, lads, man. Let's hope we can get 3 points. Listen, do me a massive favour. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, I apologise for lack of content over the last couple of weeks. You know what I mean? Do me a massive favour. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. And obviously leave a comment if you're watching on replay. I will start doing more of these lives as it's a little bit more engaging with you lot, really. And that's how I kind of want to keep it. And also as well, my last video, I got someone on from a Watford fan channel. If that's the sort of thing you like, let me know in the comments as well. I can do stuff like that. So I really want to start getting stuck into it now, rather than doing it half-assed and stuff like that. So, again, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and leave a comment in the comment section. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and keep right on.